Ruchika, this coup that you helped put together has been widely tracked all across. A lot of people talking about this bitter separation. There haven't been such public spats in India Inc. In quite some time. And in the few cases that there have been, like the Mafatlals, those smaller instances, not as big, not as dramatic. You've had the opportunity to speak to Nawaz. You've known her for a very long time. From what you've understood so far, give our viewers a sense of what's likely to happen next. She's asking for 75% of the empire. Is that a fixed demand, or do you think she's basically hoping to cut the best deal she can get?
Hi Rahul, good evening. So I guess, of course, it is a very high-profile public spat, also given the very high-profile image that a showman Gautam Singhania enjoys in the corporate circles. He is known to be a showman, so I guess he does attract even more limelight. The marital discord, probably, or what the circle, the murmurs in the circle are that they've been on for a long time. There has been dispute over the last couple of years. I guess the family was trying to settle amongst themselves. They have two grown-up beautiful daughters. So between Gautam and Nawaz, they must have tried to mutually settle not the matrimony, but whatever settlement that Nawaz was seeking. I think when the settlement fell through and things were going out of hand, Nawaz decided to go public. And that's when she said that it's time to, as she says, it's time to expose Gautam Singhania. She did start off with the viral videos on her own, and I think we were the first ones. India Today is the first one she spoke with all her trust and confidence. This battle isn't going to end very soon, Rahul. It is going to go a long way. Raymond's is a very, very old legacy business house. There were a lot of stakeholders. Unfortunately, they've been all kind of eliminated or moved out, and only the four of them are left. I am not sure what Nawaz is asking for is fair. There are a lot of other public shareholders also involved in this. It's not only the family that the company has to go four ways between.
Okay, so let me explain that to our viewers. I looked up the Raymond Limited shareholding pattern for the quarter ended the 30th of September. 49.1% of it is with the promoter group. Most of this, about 48%, is with JK Investors, JK Helene Curtis, Invesco Trade, and the Sunita Devi Singhania Hospital Trust. But remember, the jewel in the crown there is this massive house, the JK House property in South Mumbai, which is said to be the most valuable part of the empire, valued at about 6,000 crore rupees. It's a 30-story structure spread over 16,000 square feet. And that's also where Gautam Singhania's many cars, his Lamborghinis and many cars, are actually occupying many of those floors. So that's really what this battle is all about. Ruchika, it was interesting to see how in that interview that you brought together, there's a conversation about how the Ambani family stepped in. So Nawaz Modi actually reaches out to the Ambanis, and the Ambanis seem to be, from what Nawaz is saying, playing a very important role in helping counsel her, advise her. She goes to their hospital, and also give her the legal backing and maybe work the phone lines with the police to ensure the case isn't quashed and isn't buried.
That's true. That's true. She has clearly said that she reached out to a lot of people for help, and everybody declined, I guess, for whatever reason they did. She tried to call up the police various times. Police, even if they showed up, they were not allowed inside the house. They were stopped at the entrance by Gautam's men. So then she did reach out to the Ambanis, and apparently they did extend some support. I guess the final call before the Ambanis went from her daughter to the cops. That is when the daughter was thrashed and she went into hiding into another room. So it was also dramatic at that point of time. I can understand what all the three women must be going through. So that's when she made the final call. The cops came, they were not allowed. And then, of course, the Ambanis helped her. She was taken to a hospital where she claims that her S2 bone was smashed. And it's not the collarbone like it has been in public domain. It was the S2 bone, which affects the spine and the upper part of the body. And then she was treated out there. She was counseled, and then she sought, probably refuge with her family. She comes from a very reputed legal family, and the girls and Nawaz at that point of time sought refuge with her, seek support from her family, and they are with the family.
So we will keep coming back to you as this story shapes up from here. For the moment, for that exclusive and that trend-setting story, Ruchika, thank you very much for joining us.